Pour.
You just crack her with a bottle.
Not even like sugar glass, like real glass.
But then on the other thing I'm very concerned about is like, why does she have like a single dude friend that's not interested in her?
He's a beta orbiter.
Don't say that because I'm a beta orbiter, Mason.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
You're not an overt one though.
That's true.
He's being very overt, and that's probably why they're like, yeah.
I was like, oh, well, he was like, hey, do you want to go on a virtual date with me? I was like, oh god, he just asked that shit.
That's why I say don't say that.
Oh, to be fair, he was drunk.
I told you this like 6
To be fair, he was drunk.
6 months.
But he did it before too. He said he had a crush on her.
To be fair, he was really ugly.
Why am I no, I don't want to be recording now because she's gonna watch this. She's gonna know all my secrets. That's good. I know she won't. I don't know why I even say that for her. I freaking did talk shit about Sky the entire time and just recorded
it.
Yeah. She crazy. Also, I was like, yesterday I was like, I haven't talked to Sky in like a month, and then she texted me the next day. I'm like, oh.
She's in my brain.
I literally was watching a video right before that, and it was like, if you think about somebody, they'll call you, and something about the universe. I'm like, that's bullshit. The universe doesn't work like that. And then it happened. I was like, fuck this.
Okay, so there's this thing called the Human Consciousness Project.
Are you gonna start saying the same thing as she was? I think that's what it was called.
No, it's literally a experimental project they're doing. They have random number generators set up all over the world, and they measure the variance between how random of a number they generate is.
Mason, am I going to have an existential crisis again? Because I just barely getting over the death one.
Long story short, when something big is about to happen and a lot of people are thinking of it, it will change random number generators, supposedly, by a very small amount. Which is freaky.
I really do not like the death existential thoughts.
Oh, well, you know, you got to get over that eventually.
Well, logically though, wouldn't you come back eventually?
What do you mean?
Well, if you were born once, why wouldn't you be born twice?
You know, I've thought about that before.
If the universe is infinite, what made you conscious the first? What if you were conscious multiple times and you just can't remember it because you don't have those thoughts anymore, but you still have the spark of consciousness? But then why would you have why would you remember? Why would you remember this moment?
Yeah, or not that one.
And also,
then you have to ask:
if you're the main viewer and the universe around you is existing, if you died, does the universe even exist anymore?
Maybe. But you have to ask the question, because there is literally a limit to how many people there can be based on DNA.
Yeah.
It is insanely large, but there is a limit. You have to then wonder, is the fact that you have the exact same DNA, like a clone, would that still make you the same person?
Well, the thing is, we don't know what consciousness is. Also, wouldn't that explain the Holy Spirit if there's a limited amount of DNA that goes into living beings?
Well, I mean,
I like to try to mix religious themes with actual science. And, if that would make sense,
both people off.
Yeah, well, if you say there's a limited amount of DNA, what if each piece of DNA is considered the Holy Spirit coming from a bigger being, and all that is God? So every little bit of DNA is the Holy Spirit inside of you, making you part of God.
If all the religious stuff that happened years and years ago was aliens, and that's just the metaphor they use.
And you can always just say aliens for anything, though. That could actually be religion.
Dude, there were freaking aliens back 4,000 years ago. I totally 100% believe that.
See, I think you can mix. I think religion and science could be the same thing. I just don't know if we have the right answer of religion.
There's obvious things that happened that people 4,000 years ago should not have known about, like nuclear explosions.
See, that's weird, huh? That's weird. I don't know. See, I don't like the people. I don't like the people that kind of shut it down and say, no, there's no way that happens. There's stuff that happens. You just gotta question everything, though.
I need to see or send you the Hindu book with depictions of nuclear weapons.
It's weird, huh?
Let's see, where is it? Hindi.
See, that really is what gets me. Like, maybe there is something after life, or maybe you just get bored again. Like, I'm just like, ooh, that's kind of weird, huh?
Here we go. Hindu texts describe flying saucers and ancient nuclear weapons.
Like, people say nothing's forever except death, but then, like, how could death be forever if it happened once already? It's this become Nick's freaking. I wanted to talk about chicks, and I jumped to this because I was thinking about your. Oh, because the Skylar call triggered this.
Well, I mean, I don't think it counts with her because she's a creepy stalker.
What are you talking about? Oh no, but I was watching a video. The lady's like, yeah, there's this force in the world where, like, if you think about something, they'll come back into your life. I'm like, that is the biggest hooey I've ever heard. First of all, I wasn't even watching videos about that. It just jumped to my next video because YouTube is shit.
Yeah.
And then Sky texted me after a month. I was like, what the hell? She always texts me right when I'm doing like something that's freaking me out, though. Like, if I'm having a panic attack in the car, she texts me. I'm like, how did that happen?
Well, you know, they also did some studies, and this wasn't on like a hokey YouTube channel. This was on the Science Channel with like the almost fringe science show they had. That was like, hey, there's this freaky stuff like quantum physics and stuff. They did like really, really bleeding edge stuff like that. One of them was, yeah, we did this study, and apparently people can tell when they're being looked at by someone else, even when they can't even see them.
Yeah, I know about that. That's weird. Someone said it's a sixth sense. Like, you use that back in the day when there was like animals like hunting you. You can tell if an animal is on you.
It's like a 60 or 70% chance compared to what would assume to be a 50-50 chance.
Do you think we have any like
of knowing
mind powers, like not like hardcore telekinesis, but like something like that?
Softcore telekinesis.
My new book. That'd be a great book. That'd be such a good book.
It's like some new age hippie book.
Have you ever seen that? What's that guy's name who like debunks like psychics and crap? The Amazing something.
Oh, Amazing Atheist?
No, not the Amazing Atheist. He's just a fat guy who shoves bananas up his asshole and begs for money.
Thunderfoot?
No, not YouTubers, Mason. Stop naming all the atheist YouTubers. Jacqueline Glade, Cult of Dust,
Telltale Atheist,
Dark Matter. What are other atheists? I used to watch a lot of them. What was I talking about? Oh, it was some the Amazing Randy or something like that. And he would debunk psychics. And there was this guy who would say he could move pages with his mind. He was just blowing it with his nose. Like, he had a way to like blow with his nose, but no one could hear it. Thunderfoot. That's an old name.
Mr. Foot.
Littlefoot.
Was like an actual PhD, so you know he's probably knows what he's talking about.
So he's the number one freaking theologist on YouTube.
No, he does stuff like electric cars that don't actually work the way they say they do. He does stuff like that.
That's what I said, Mason. Theology. And if we look back through time, we can see the Big Bang in the first pages of Genesis. That's what Mr. Kaku says.
Okay, here. This is a direct quotation from this Hindu book. Oh, no. A single projectile charged with the power of the universe, an incandescent column of smoke and flame, as bright as the thousand suns, rose in all its splendor. A peculiar explosion with its billowing smoke clouds. The clouds of smoke rising after its first explosion formed into an expanding round circles like an opening giant parasol.
Killing little slant eyes. Wait, why did we write that part?
Here we go. The corpses were so burned as to be unrecognizable. The hair and nails fell out. Pottery broke without an apparent cause. All of the birds turned white.
Oh, no.
After a few hours, all foodstuffs were infected. To escape from this fire, the soldiers threw themselves in streams to wash themselves
I never thought about that
and
before.
their equipment.
I guess, yeah, food can get radiated, can it?
This is a straight up... They're talking about nuclear weapons.
Highly radiated mashed potatoes. Chelsea's on a vacation far away. Why am I doing chills now?
Highly radiated mashed potatoes. A local Peach Creek boy.
Don't say. Was it always called Peach Creek, like, or did they just start calling it that?
They didn't have a name for it until like season 5.
I'm the clobberer. Did you like the school seasons?
Yeah.
I just don't think I remember them too well. I like the one where Double D actually beats everybody up on accident.
When Jimmy is the cherub and he shoots it in.
That was the Valentine's Day special.
And Rolf can see Faye for some reason.
So every person can do Froppy's voice on VR chat. Why does nobody do Rolf's voice? I want to see that.
You dare mock the son of a shepherd?
You steal Rolf's soul? And you stole Rolf's chicken shit again? You tricked Rolf with your bin-gotten scram. I think you mean scam. 1, 2. Where is the brainy-head boy? Present. You see, Rolf, Ed's running away from his home to get away from Sarah. Who would we know?
Wouldn't we know?
This is a brave thing you do. Why? Rolf just let somebody live in his shed.
Yeah, I would.
Like whenever they hid him from the freaking Nazis. Somebody sent me a video of Thomas the Tank Engine driving Jews to the Holocaust.
I've seen that.
A good engine's always on time and doesn't ask questions.
Okay, so excavations down to the street of this ancient city revealed 44 scattered skeletons.
Are you watching Ancient Aliens again?
No, I'm reading an article. As if a doom had occurred so suddenly they couldn't even get to their homes. These are the most radioactive skeletons ever found.
What about freaking what about like volcanoes though? Wouldn't that be the same thing?
They weren't covered in what's it called?
Ass. No, I'm saying like the freaking mushroom cloud shit.
No, but earlier in it, they describe a flying craft that launches these iron bolts.
Well, everyone sees flying crafts. I like to believe that Noah's Ark was a freaking craft.
Yeah, but this was in India.
What if like Noah's Ark was like a freaking like gene gatherer or some shit?
I mean, yeah, that's how they explain it in metaphor.
And then like Adam and Eve is pretty easy to like think like, hey, that's just like the metaphor for like base human being.
I mean, that's just metaphor for like, yeah, or like.
But then it's really weird. It's like the apple of knowledge, and that's a sin for having knowledge. Is such a weird concept.
That's supposed to be a metaphor for man's hubris.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. It's just such a weird. Is it like temptation? Like what is that?
Temptation to do things you probably shouldn't.
But the weird thing about society is like rules. Rules are a weird thing. Like what rules? Well, I guess rules help the tribe.
Rules are a joy to be followed.
If you want the ball, go get it.
You get the crab.
Is that Adam and Eve? But it's Jimmy and Eddie.
Well, Eddie would be the serpent.
I don't want to see it. I'm going to draw the Garden of Eden, but the snake has Eddie's face. And he's doing that one Eddie face where it's like smug looking, where he's dripping the water on playing sand.
And then Eve would have to be Jimmy.
Because Jimmy's a little slut that would do it. How would you feel if they brought back Ed and Eddie as adults and Jimmy and Eddie were a gay couple?
Jimmy and Eddie?
Jimmy and Eddie were a gay couple.
Oh, is it because he taught him everything he knew?
Yes. But Eddie's the bottom.
Well, he is only like 5'4".
Jesus. He's dummy thick.
He has a square head.
So your mom is. I don't want to say that. I fully said it, but I don't want to say it. I have freaking 1,000 bullets in my assault rifle. I'm gonna spray the hell out of you, sir, until you fall.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Beach, I'm reading my Sugarfoot articles. Sugarfoot? Why was that restaurant called Sugarfoot?
Sugarfoots. It's a barbecue.
I think that kid's tagging that fence. No, he's just praying.
There's a heavy layer of radioactive ash that covers a 3 square mile area of India.
What? Are there volcanoes in India?
Yeah. Not really.
It's ass.
Along the, no.
I think that was so weird in Pokemon when you had to collect ash to make, like, freaking flutes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fight me, sir? Is this what you want? Do you want to die today? Do you want to meet your mocker? Your
There's
mocker.
a giant
Haha.
crater.
Have you seen that one? Was it called Cracked? I haven't watched it in forever.
I haven't used Cracked since the day that Gamergate
Cracked-
happened.
is
'cause
Cracked-
they were part of them.
Is Cracked the one that has like the really good like list and stuff?
They used to. They're paused now.
Yeah, I don't like them anymore, but like they used to be really good. And have you ever seen the ones like the best afterlives in like TV shows? Like which one would you want?
Oh,
The Bill and Ted's the best one. The worst one's
It's
probably
just like-
Beetlejuice.
yeah.
Harry Potter's pretty bad too, I think.
I can't spell nuclear. There we go.
Bill and Ted is so Bill and Ted is so based.
Because he just played games with the Reaper.
You got to beat the Reaper to go to heaven.
Oh,
He's
But he's
horrible.
bad at all
He's
games.
poor. He's bad at every game.
that's hilarious.
I love Death. Death is the best character. Yes, I see. I said Colonel Mustard. No, you said Professor Plum.
That's what I said.
Clue is just a weird game. I actually really like Clue. No.
Pluto.
What is your favorite board game? I just win. No, nice.
Warhammer 40K.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess D&D counts. I like Sky's entire text was, "How are you doing?" I said, "Good." She said, "That's good," and that was it.
Oh, and then she goes away for another 4 months.
Yep.
And all I'll just say is just liar. And you're like, oh, she knows. Where's the camera?
She says it like freaking the governor in The Walking Dead.
Liar.
Have I showed you that scene?
No.
They go, well, you don't have to. He's about to cut some guy's head off in the main group's. One of the guys from the main group. He's about to cut his head off with a katana, and Rick's like, "Freaking, we can make peace, dude. This can all be good. We don't have to fight." He goes, "You're a liar." Just cuts the dude's head off.
Oh.
But
You don't have to do that, liar.
He doesn't cut his head fully off, and he cuts his head halfway off. And he's still watering around with his neck slit, and then finally the governor pins him down and he cuts his head off with the katana fully.
No. Why is mollusk memory why guy like girl guy don't but who like guy? What does that mean?
I hate Mollusk memory.
Why gay girl don't like guy but gay girl like girl who look
we
like
had
guy?
a stream with him where he was a little baby, and now he's an adult, and I hate him.
Oh.
I was just watching the stream to say you guys are shit at this game. Oh, were you?
I just tuned in to tell you I hate you and everything you stand
You're a
for. Thank
bitch.
you, goodbye.
I watched 2 seconds of the what's it called, the Steve Harvey talk show. That gave me AIDS.
Oh.
It was like mixing like a talk show about advice with like gospel stuff, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then he starts dancing, and he never wants to say the like penis stuff. He goes, "Freaking, oh lordy, you just said that! Oh my god!"
You can't say that on TV. Penis. Audience goes wild.
Do your parents ever do anything funny? They have sex.
No.
Tell me more. Oh yeah, I forget Bill Cosby. Okay, I guess Bill Cosby's not a child rapist though. He's an adult rapist. How would you feel if Bill Cosby was totally like framed?
Yeah, that'd be impressive if he was.
How would you feel if Trump pardoned Bill Cosby and he's innocent?
Oh.
I like how Trump's not president anymore. They're still trying to impeach him.
Mm-hmm.
It's still happening. Well, we lost our $1 trillion oil line.
Yeah.
We got our another stimulus check coming in.
Stimmies coming right in.
The gas is $4.
Yeah. Soon.
I wonder if people are actually going to change their tune if that actually happens.
Yeah, because that's like a large expense. If a bodybuilder was to walk around all of medieval Europe, how strange would they look to the average person?
What are you talking about?
It's a question.
From what? Are you still reading that? Do you have Popular Mechanics?
Popular Mechanics is paused now, and that's really sad.
When you sleep, can you tell how long you were asleep?
Yeah, pretty good. But I have a really, really good internal clock. Like, I can guess stuff down to the minute, pretty much.
I also, like, it's kind of hard to gauge if you dreamt, though. I'm like, did I dream last night? Oh, I did.
I dreamt.
I was watching a thing about how, like, you have different types of sleep. And one sleep is like you're asleep, but you're, like, totally alert.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, like, sleep in a hotel, you'll be, like, alert while you're sleeping.
Spooky.
I feel really bad for the little gay boy because he has like abyss sensitivity. You know what I'm talking about?
No, who?
Gay boy. The Houston chick's little friend that she buys things for.
Oh.
Like he has that sensitivity. Like I'm like that's abyss. That's 100% how abyss acts. He like we were just all watching movies and stuff. He just left, and I was like, where the hell did he go? And he's like, you guys were like really getting into it, and I didn't know anything about the stuff you're talking about, so I just left. I'm like, oh, I felt really bad.
I just go close myself in my closet and cry.
I felt so bad. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, New Abyss.
Just don't say that. I'm not sure if that's going to offend Abyss or offend him more. It's okay to offend Abyss though, because he said I was ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Also, because I don't give a shit, so I can offend whoever I want. I don't live in Canada. I also find it really weird that he's a freaking red-pilled gay guy. That's really surreal to me.
Yeah.
I love talking to red-pilled people. It's so easy to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like walking over freaking holes. Like, oh, I can't say that.
I mean, eggshells?
Is that what it's called?
Walking on eggshells?
Yeah. Like, we were talking, and then freaking the little sensitive the wolf woman walks in, and I'm like, oh, I have to freaking be nice and quiet. We can't say the F-A-G-G-O-T word.
You can't call him a...
The F-A double hockey stick.
Foul.
Fall, Mason. Fall. Foul. I don't give a shit, so I can say the word fag. I feel like fag would be a really, like, accepted word.
Yeah, it is.
And then someone was like, you know, the Q in LGBTQ is for freaking queer. I'm like, I think it's questioning.
It's a quandary.
I think I might be gender fluid. Okay. Dyke.
Don't get your gender fluid
Alright,
swapped.
dyke.
Oof.
So you're ugly, huh? There's no hot chick is gonna be gender fluid.
Oh.
That's 100% true.
You need swap up.
You think there's hot liberal chicks? They're usually like gross hippie girls. Maybe they got the hot body, but they got the freaking hair. Like a freaking wildebeest. They got more hair than me without shaving.
Oh.
I don't grow hair. Dude, I don't think I have hair barely anywhere, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like freaking Bill. Oh, he has extra heal. I'm Bill Dotrieve. I'd be honored if I could have some of your hair. What the hell are you doing? I am flirting.
Oh.
I've seen the Care Bear movies the Care Bear movie more times than I'm happy to admit. The bad guy's name was Nicholas, and I was like, oh no. He's watching wrestling, creaming over hot air in a red metal turntable in her eyes. It's like a bad movie, she's looking through me. What genre is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Freaking Bowling for Soup.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Bowling for Soup is? And you freaking survived the 2000s? Oh my lord. I think they're from Houston. I'm not Houston, freaking Holly, Jesus Christ. What's that one song called that they sing? Freaking... Her kid, Sailor, she's so cool, but she's still preoccupied with 1985. She rocked out to Wham, not a real big Limp Bizkit fan. 2 Prozacs.
Why is there an update for the Phantom Pain?
It's because there's a new update. The nude mod for freaking Quiet. If I didn't have your help, I would never have let Quiet survive.
What?
Quiet.
What about her?
If I didn't know how to delicately knock her out, I would have killed her.
Oh.
She just sits there with her freaking boobs out.
Yeah.
Is everyone just okay with Quiet existing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, he just adopts this woman. Was that you?
Mm-hmm.
God. I wish you could change, like, the alert sound. Like, based on the message you... Faggot, 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 faggot! Numbnuts, numbnuts, numbnuts!
That's not a good feeling.
I was thinking about that. Is that actually a feeling?
I've had it before, yeah.
Numbnuts?
Yeah, whenever your spine is crushed and then it makes all of your nerves quit working, yeah, it's not a good feeling.
So you didn't make that fun at all, you made it sad. You made nigga shit. Look at my... I almost said the line. My happening hope day. I'm gonna get my license plate to say Hope-D.
Oh, why?
So I can say, look at my happening Hope-D. Okay, so did it bother you